Photoshop. So let us see the interface of Photoshop here. So if you can see, we have a couple of tools here. The last time we have been using Mark tool, and then we have used Move tool, and then as well we have been going with the Lasso tool. So yes, we have learned all the three tools in the last class. So today we are going to go with Pen tool actually, or probably any of the tools here. Let us create a new tool. Okay. The thing here is today we are going to go with the parallel and random tools. Okay, we'll just take an image and we'll just create a new path. That means we will totally create something new by using different kinds of tools. It's not like one tool we'll work on today. So we'll work on different kinds of tools. So Control N for getting a new window. So probably I will put 1024 into 728. That is perfect resolution. That is like a high resolution. So we got a toolbar here. So let us import an object. So we have a amazing wallpaper here, and then as well we'll do something. We'll just go Google few images. Okay, so we have a couple of wallpapers here. So I have downloaded an image. So let's open it. Yep, fine. So we'll do one thing. We'll just cut this tiger and put it on here. It's gonna be the best idea I could probably find today. Okay, fine. So this is our background. We'll close all this because these are all unneeded. So only toolbar is something which I always require. So yep, let's work on it today. And we also have this one, so let's work on it today. So last day was actually been telling you about the Lasso tool. Even this is a Photoshop work. This tiger has been cut from somewhere and been pasted here. So that's nice. That's actually nice. See, there is a Photoshop work. Can you see this? Tiger hands have wires put. This is all a Photoshop work, guys. This cuttings only Photoshop is possible. Only with the Photoshop we can do this kinds of cutting. See, this is a time machine, in fact. Great, amazing. So we are going to work on it now. So I'm going to take a pen tool. Probably it's just to show you how actually the pen tool works. So okay, so now I'm gonna work on Photoshop. As zoom as we are, that easy our job's gonna be, because That's how we work basically. So I'm zooming in and then I'm cutting through the pixels. So I'm just editing this with the use of pen tool. I'm just using the pen tool and the shortcut is P. I'm just going through the borders of the tiger. So this is how we are gonna work on it. I'm just going with the borders to make it very sharp cuttings. Because this should look actually original. Here we go. So I'll click make selection, give 0.3 radius of pixels and then OK. So here we are. We've done such an amazing job here. So we'll use the eraser tool and then crossfade it, reduce the brush size. Okay. Make sure you give a deep cuttings. Don't make sure that it's too off editing. You should not basically feel like this is an editing, okay? So whenever you are editing, make sure you edit in a very smooth way, because this should not be like something that you have edited or something. So let's make sure this this is like a real tiger walking on the road. So what we can basically do, if this is the original image, then probably this should have a shadow, right? So I'm going to add a shadow here. So what we are going to do, we are going to add a shadow. How is that? You just have to click it, then open the layer box, Control J and Control T, flip vertical. So we have got a shadow. What are you going to do? Now I am going to put it here, okay, and then Control L. Shadows are going to be obviously black, so we're going to turn it on to black. Okay. Okay, and then opacity, Control L, make it more black up. Okay. So this is what we have done. So it's more better here, right? So yeah, and now I'll tell you about the after effects of the image. So we just have to double click on the layer. Just check once what is that you're going to work on. So this is what we're going to have to work on. So I have clicked it I've double clicked on the image, on the layer in fact. So now we have, options. If I want to see here, there is an result followed by, right? So as well, I'll reduce the opacity. Okay, no. So no, These are all good options. So inner glow is something which glows inside, not good for us, but this is actually looking good. Let it be. Water glow. These are all the options that we have. So we can keep editing this, and bevel and emboss is nothing but it bevels the image properties. This is something like entire color, and this is color overlay. We don't need to put an overlay. Gradient overlay is just to put a gradient on it. Pattern overlay. Then stroke is not needed, I think. Pretty good. We got an option here. So we have put something on our image. So this is what we have done today. So probably we worked on pen tool and feather. I mean, basically right after we have used the pen tool, here in the option we have right clicked and put the feather as 0.3. So always remember that how exactly you have to put on with the points and carry on with the feathers, because if feather is not there, you don't get that outer smoothness in the image. So that is what you have to remember as well. And as well, we can do this with poly tool, but the poly tool doesn't give you that option of clarity. There's no clarity in the poly tools, but in pen tool we have a lot of clarities, and also the options are more easier. That means if you are not able to continue the properties, you can just cut short it and all this. So this is the image overlay that we have. So basically you can also take the background and change the overlay gradient of the image. So I'll show you how it is. See, so this looks more of artificial, right? So this is what usually people do, having a background as a black and color of the image. So people do a lot of things, they edit it, they put a lot of effort and all doing and all. So this is what you can basically do as well. There is so many options that you can do, but it just depends upon the image as well. So this is going to be really awesome. See, the entire look of the image has changed. So this is what we can basically do in the Photoshop. So guys, whenever I speak about Photoshop, the two important things that you have to remember, I always been telling you, the two important things that you have to remember is editing and creating an object. So it's not so easy that you just choose any image and start editing it. మీరు ఎప్పుడైనా 2 images తీసుకుంటున్నప్పుడు ఒక ఇమేజ్కి ఇంకో ఇమేజ్కి సెట్ అవుతుందా లేదా అనేది ఒక అవగాహన మీకు ఉండాలి. సో ఎప్పుడైనా కాదు, ఎప్పుడైనా మీరు ఫోటోషాప్లో చేసినప్పుడు ఎప్పుడు టాలీ చేసుకోండి. కంపేర్ pictures side by side, put the pictures side by side and tally yourselves whether they will suit the image that you're going to create or you're going to edit. So probably make sure your background, chala mandi backgrounds chala worst ga pedthu untaru. Backgrounds are most important thing in Photoshop, because మీరు render చేసి output తీసుకున్నప్పుడు the background బాలేనప్పుడు it will come very worse. So always try to put a background very nice. So Photoshop, yes, we have learned something important today. We have learned basically pen tool, and I wish everybody practice it. It is not that we just have finished the pen tool. Tomorrow also we are going to learn something on the pen tool, but rather pen tool తో పాటు చాలా tools ఉన్నాయి simultaneous గా మీరు నేర్చుకోవాల్సింది. So these are the few options that you have to learn every time. So that's what we have learned as of now on the Photoshop. Never forget layer box in the Photoshop and as well as toolbox. So thank you so much for listening to my class, and I wish everybody practice Photoshop as much as possible, and I'll keep taking more classes, and I'm Krant Patnaik. Thank you.